Alright, what's going on today, YouTube? Welcome back to your favorite cyclist YouTube channel. This week, we're talking about the helmet I've been using for the past year and a half and talking about what we're changing to. But before we get into today's video, if you are new to my channel, make sure you head down below, hit that subscribe button for me. If you already are subscribed, make sure you hit that bell icon right next to that. That way you get notified every time I upload. That we don't miss any awesome cycling content on this channel. So like I said, today we're talking about my helmet that I've used for the past year and a half. So about a year and a half ago, we went to one of the first events I'd been to at the Sky Tavern Bike Park, which is essentially a little bit of a downhill bike park. And of course, I crashed. That's what happens. You crash when you're having fun on a new thing. And I broke my old helmet. So it being summer and not wanting to wait for any shipping or dealing with buying a new helmet or anything along those lines, I'm gonna pick up one of the cheapest helmets I can find. Which, you think about that, probably not the best idea, but it's worked okay for me for the past year and a half. So, the helmet I went and picked up was this guy right here. This is the Mongoose Session, right here. Good old Walmart helmet made by Mongoose. Just basic black with the orange Mongoose and M on the back. This helmet is a pretty inexpensive helmet in the grand scheme of things. It's like sub 30 bucks. It's probably one of the more expensive helmets you can find at Walmart. And one of the big reasons I went with this helmet and how I ended up with this helmet is partly because I have a big head. I have a pretty large head, even though I'm bald, I have a pretty large head both this way and with pretty big head. So this one is a large. So this one up to like a 61 centimeter head. That's close to what mine is, like sitting like a 62 or 63, a little bit better, but this actually would fit with this adjusted all the way out. So this fit my head. Well, it worked for me for the past year and a half. So would I recommend buying this helmet? It's definitely not a bad helmet if you're gonna buy and you need to get a helmet. The Mongoose Session at Walmart, pretty good and decent helmet. Still gonna hang around because I've not crashed on this one or really bashed my head on anything. It's got its fair share of scratches and scrapes and stuff, but nothing's been broken on it. So it's still in good shape. Definitely a helmet I'm gonna keep around just as a spare helmet. So really the question is, why am I getting rid of this? It worked really well. I rode it for the past year and a half. So number one reason I'm switching this out is, like I said, it kind of fits my head, but not really. This helmet is freaking tight on my head. The front of this helmet is freaking tight on my head. This actually will get, the full padding will actually get pushed down when I put it on. It rubs up on the top of my head. It's really not comfortable for a big-headed person like me. Yes, I just call myself big-headed. So, not super comfortable in there. Along with that, the chin strap I actually had to like glue in there because it kept coming undone because I'm like at the end of the adjustment there. So, size is one of the biggest things it's one of the biggest reasons I'm changing this for, is looking for something that fits my head a little bit better. The other thing that really brought me to an awareness of this may be not the greatest helmet for me was watching Burn Peak's video. So a lot of you guys watch Burn Peak as well, or Seth Bike Hack, whatever you want to call it. So recently he did a video with Virginia Tech all about helmet ratings and helmet safety. And like a lot of you guys, and I can tell a lot of you guys did because we crashed their website, but a lot of you guys went and looked up your helmets to see how your helmet actually did, and surprisingly, this helmet was on there. And it did okay. It did okay. So, this says this helmet cost 30 bucks. Like I said, it was like it was under 30 bucks when I bought it. So, this helmet got a 4-star rating. I'll show this on the screen so you guys can see. It got a 4-star rating, and it's ranked, or its star value score is 18.25. And that is ranked 182 out of 224 helmets. So they ranked 224 helmets. This kind of falls in the bottom percentage of it. It's definitely on the very low end of costing helmets there. Of course, like I said, it's very affordable. But then it came down to our impact scores. And that's really where I noticed that this may not be a great helmet to have, especially with the type of mountain biking I'd like to do and want to do more and more and more. Probably not the best helmet for impact. It scores pretty high on impact. Yeah, so it scores like an 8.5 on a low impact, 8 on a high impact. So really not the best because it's pretty high up there compared to them. So does it work as a helmet? Still pretty good helmet. It's not horrible, but it's I definitely could use an improvement over this. So what we went ahead and we got this helmet over here. So we got this helmet here. This is the Fox mainframe. So of course this is a much bigger helmet. This one actually will probably tell me the size on here. Yep, so this one fits a 59 to a 63 centimeter head. So in my case, this fits like perfect on there. And it's much more airy, much way lighter, honestly. That's actually noticeable. I didn't realize that's how I held them both. This one's actually noticeably lighter than the other one. It also comes in kind of a cooler color here, than black. Kind of decided to mix it up for once. So that's what we decided to go with. We decided to go with the mainframe. And there's a couple reasons why we went with this. So of course, first of all, it's got big ventilation here. It covers around the back of the ears, which is one of the big things I wanted. I wanted something that kind of came around the back a little bit to protect kind of right at the back area right here, which this helmet definitely does. This helmet also has MIPS inside of it. So I've talked about MIPS before on my channel. Essentially what that is a little system in here that pretty much has a separate little plastic plate in here that as your helmet would hit, if you were to hit the ground with your helmet, this would actually twist a little bit and relieve some of that impact and lessen that impact on the ground, which would make you not have brain problems. I don't know, I'm kind of exaggerating that, but that's essentially what this does. So that's something I've never had in a helmet before, so this is a first for me to try this out and see how it is. This is also one of my first Fox helmets, so we're really trying this out and seeing if this is, you know, if it's worth it to pay a little bit more for a helmet. So we're looking at a little bit more of an expensive helmet. This one really wasn't much more. I think I paid 45 bucks for it, so it's not that much more expensive, but it is something that should protect my head a lot better. Of course, Burn Peak's video came out just at the right time, right before I was gonna pull the trigger, and so I was able to look up the helmet on the tech ratings, and of course they have it. So this helmet compared to the Mongoose, this is the Fox mainframe. There we go. So this one gets a 5-star rating, of course, so much, 4 to 5 stars, so 5 stars up here. This one has a star value 13.37, so 5 points better there, and it's ranked 118 out of 224. So we're at least halfway through the rating there, so I'm feeling a little bit better about this one here. And then we got, of course, our scores here, and the scores for this are much more in line with what like the average 5 stars are getting. And of course, this is a 5-star. It's really close to what they're getting in safety ratings for a low impact and a high impact helmet. So I'm pretty happy with the ratings. I think it's going to protect me a little bit better. So this is what we're going to be riding with for at least this season and beyond that until I decide to get a new helmet. But the Fox mainframe is our new helmet. The Mongoose Session is still a good helmet if you're looking to do basic stuff. If you're looking to do kind of more intense mountain biking where the chance of you crashing on your bike and hitting your head are a little bit higher, probably wouldn't recommend that helmet. I'd probably look for something like this with the MIPS that's just going to protect your head and make it so you don't have a concussion and keeps you safer. Really the biggest thing behind that. So I will have a link to both of these helmets in the description so you can check them out for yourselves because I've liked both of them. Like I said, I've had that for a year and a half. I've gotten a couple rides with this so far. Very comfortable. Works pretty good for a smaller head. Try them out. If you're looking for a new helmet, great helmets to choose. So if you guys enjoyed the video or at least found it entertaining, give this video a big thumbs up. Appreciate the support. Any comments or questions, let me know down in the comment section below. Love talking to you guys. Love answering any questions you guys have. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching today.